Hello, this is Lolly. I am back to do another project with the Cricut Infusible Ink. This is my second project. I will give you the links down below this video to my box opening and to my first project, which is working on a tote. Today I want to work with the Cricut Infusible Ink coasters. These are the ceramic coasters, the round ones. And I've been told that they have a polymer coating on them that really absorbs or takes the ink well. So if you just get any random ceramic coaster, you're not going to have the same results. This is a pack of 4, and I am using this set here. So I've used this one already. I'm going to use this one in a design that I got, I believe it was from Daily Art Hub. And then I'm going to use the red and black to do a ladybug, and you'll see that picture right now as well. This ladybug is a design that I created myself. And I had asked whether I could do the red on the coaster, let it cool, and then start all over and then put the black over that. And they said the best results are to do them in 2 separate images so where they're not overlapping. So you can see what I mean right here with this photo. I removed from the red all of the parts where the black would naturally overlay it. So there'll be 2 separate images that kind of overlap this way instead of on top of each other. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and cut all my images. All right, I have my Easy Press heated up. Now, I have the original Easy Press, and so you have to use different temperatures. I'll give you the link down below to the heat settings for both the Easy Press and the Easy Press 2. For the Easy Press 1, you need 360 degrees for 300 seconds, no pressure. For the Easy Press 2, you need 400 degrees at 240 seconds, also no pressure. Okay, I have my coaster out. I'm just going to wipe this with a lint-free cloth. I have my design cut. It says Hope, and I'm going to try and center that. So I'm going to put the middle in there and then move it outward, see if that works. Now, I also do not own a Cricut, so I am using my CAMEO 2. And trying to smooth this out a little bit. And the settings that I did for this, I did blade of 4 and pressure of 20, because I think my blade must be getting a little dull. And so therefore it's getting a little hard to cut. So I think maybe I need to switch the blades, and I might be able to get back down to a blade of 3 after that. I'm going to give this a little of the heat resistant tape. I think what I'll do first is trim this off. But that will give me the ability to tape it around. Now, I'm not doing the tape over the design itself. I know this is heat resistant, meaning it doesn't melt, but I don't know what happens if I'm pressing through the tape. So now we are to put our mat down. That's the Easy Press mat. It helps to absorb some of the moisture from everything. Put the cardstock down so that this doesn't get, ink doesn't get on the mat. Then I'm going to put butcher paper down over that to protect the the Easy Press itself. And I'm going to try and center this so I can see where to put the Easy Press. I want it to be centered. Now, if you knew you were going to do several coasters, like 4 at once, you could do them all at once. I want to put this on here and try to center it over that coaster so it's even pressure. And it is set for, oops, I just slid it. I'm not supposed to slide that. Don't touch it for 300 seconds. So I'm going to pause the video. Okay, so this has 53 seconds left on it. And while it's counting down, I just want to remind you that this ceramic coaster is going to be very hot, like blisteringly hot. You don't want to touch it. So when this beeps, I'm going to lift the Easy Press straight up and carefully move it off to the side, and I'm going to power it down for now until I'm ready to do my second coaster. But then I want to carefully lift the butcher paper and let the coaster cool, because again, you can lift the design off while it's warm, it's not a problem. The problem is burning yourself, so we want to let that coaster cool completely. And down to 10 seconds left. Yay, I can hardly wait. So when you have these scraps, you can also use your hole punches to punch hearts and shapes out of and use those on your project. It just now beeped. I'm going to let that cool completely. One of the ways that I helped this to cool down a little bit was to use my tweezers and just push it over to a cooler side of the mat. And after a little while, after this had cooled off, I put it back to let that cool off again. You could put your hand over it, but not touching, to see how much heat is radiating before you test it to see if it's cool enough. And that feels like I can handle it now. Now, this is a ceramic back too, so if you want, you could put felt or cork on the back of your coaster. Oh my! Oh, I had no idea. You know, when you're working with it and you see the colors look like this, you have no idea how this is going to turn out. Let me put this way so you can see it without the glare. And you know, the other thing we can do is, because I took the letters out, punched them out, or, you know, weeded them, I still have the letters, and I could use the letters to make another coaster. Oh, wow. I'm just speechless. It's so colorful and bright and vibrant. Now, when you have these, you can wash them with warm water and or glass cleaner, but you do not want to use anything abrasive on it. Okay, let's work on that ladybug. Okay, now we're going to do the coaster with the ladybug. So I have the same ceramic coaster, just kind of wiping that up. I'm putting my cardstock here to protect the surface of my Cricut mat. And I have my ladybug. So again, what I did, and you'll notice it looks pink. That's because the colors are not vibrant on the paper, but they are when you transfer them. Push the timer, and it's going to take 5 minutes, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to walk away from it, and while this is heating, I'm going to weed the black parts that are going to go on the ladybug, and I will pause the video. Okay, it's almost done. I'm going to pick it straight up slowly and move it off, and I'm going to turn this off because this is going to have to cool off completely before I remove the pink design. Lift that up. This has, not pink, the red, I have to let this cool because I won't be able to handle it, and I won't be able to apply the black color without getting the ink all smeary. So I'm going to have to come back. See you soon. Okay, so this is cool now, and I love this part because this is the reveal when we get to see how brilliant these colors are. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? This is going to be an adorable color. It's almost like a carmine red. It is beautiful. And so you see what I did was I left the holes. Instead of putting black over red, I cut the holes out on my ladybug, and this is a ladybug that I have designed. And now when I put the black on, the black will actually be going over the white because the colors apparently are a little translucent. Okay, now I'm going to let this finish cooling 100%. Okay, that is cool. So now the trick is I need to center this to where the dots in here line perfectly up with that. Back we go. The easy press is hot again. I'm going to center that butcher paper. Always look to see if you got any ink on your butcher paper before you reapply it. It's turning a little dark because of the heat, but it's still surviving. So again, 360 degrees for 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. Timer on, and we will pause the video. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up carefully, turning that off, and we will again let this cool. Okay, the moment I've been waiting for. I'm so nervous. Okay. It really is hard to wait for this to cool off, isn't it? Oh, how cute! There we go. Now I see from heating it up the second time, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to zoom in here. I know there's glare on it. but you should be able to see some pink on this, pink stripes going across it. And this has a little bit of change in the color because some of the color transferred onto this in the heat process. But it's still really cute, and it looks like it's part of the design. So, oops, sorry, this is my little ladybug that I have in my shop. Very cute. I love how it turned out. Very happy with it. So precious. Okay, so I realized what my mistake was in making that ladybug coaster. And so I want to correct that, and that is, here's the pink. When I had weeded that, and I weeded the black, I should have picked the black pieces out and put them right here onto the same image and heated them all up at once. And it turns out Lori Noonamaker had told me that, and somehow I just totally spaced out what she was saying. So we're going to do that now. Let's get this weeded. I'm going to go ahead and skip right to the part where I'm peeling this off. I'm going to heat it up and go through all the same steps and skip all that. Okay, so I heated this one up just like before. Oh my. Yes, this one's vibrant. Very vibrant. And I noticed that with my design, it was very fiddly for me to fit this long, black stripe on my work, but it turned out okay anyway. So let's see if I can zoom in a little bit so that you can see the difference without the glare. The one on the left has kind of some stripes going through it. It almost looks like marker lines because I had pressed it in 2 separate times. The one on the right I did with the splicing, which I put both colors on the same transfer sheet at the same time and heated them up once. So I love them both. Really cute. I kind of like this. It has a pattern to it. So thank you everyone for watching. I have another coaster I'm going to play with, and I do want to hopefully play with the markers really soon.